Okay, today is 13th of August, and we are at Samyutta Nikaya 35, chapter Salayatana Samyutta. I come to this Sutta 35.132. On one occasion, the Venerable Mahakachana was dwelling among the people of Avanti in a forest hut at Makarakata. Then a number of Brahmin youths, students of the Brahmin Lohicha, were collecting firewood, approached the Venerable Mahakachana's forest hut. Having approached, they stomped and trampled all around the hut, and in a boisterous and noisy manner, they played various pranks, saying, "These shaveling ascetics, menials, swarthy offspring of the Lord's feet, are honored, respected, esteemed, worshipped, and venerated by their servile devotees." Stop here for a moment. These Brahmins, because they the priest sect, so they look down on samanas. Samanas are the renunciants of other castes. These Brahmins, they are one caste, and all the other castes, if they renounce and become monks or ascetics, they're called samanas. So these Brahmins believe that the Brahmins are born from the head of Brahma, a god, whereas the other castes are born from the feet of Brahma. So now they know that these Buddha's disciples are respected and venerated by their devotees, so they are jealous, they don't like it, and they came outside the kuti and made a lot of noise. Then the Venerable Mahakachana came out of his dwelling and said to those Brahmin youths, "Don't make any noise, boys. I will speak to you on the Dhamma." When this was said, those youths became silent. Then the Venerable Mahakachana addressed those youths with verses. "Those men of old who excelled in virtue, those Brahmins who recall the ancient rules, the sense doors guarded, well protected, dwelt having vanquished wrath within. They took delight in Dhamma and meditation, those Brahmins who recall the ancient rules. But these have fallen, claiming we recite, puffed up by clan, faring unrighteously, overcome by anger, armed with diverse weapons, they molest both the frail and the firm. For one with sense doors unguarded, all the vows he undertakes are vain, just like the wealth a man gains in a dream. Fasting and sleeping on the ground, bathing at dawn, study of the three Vedas, rough heights, metal locks and dirt, hymns, rules and vows, austerities, hypocrisy, bent staffs, ablutions. These emblems of the Brahmins are used to increase their worldly gains. A mind that is well concentrated, clear and free from blemish, tender towards all sentient beings, that is the path for attaining Brahma." I'll stop here for a moment. So here the Venerable Mahakachana was annoyed by these Brahmin youths. So to tell them off, he said, those ancient Brahmins, they really practiced the Dhamma and meditated. But nowadays, Brahmins are not like before. They bully others, and then their sense doors are unguarded, and then they do their rituals like fasting and sleeping on the ground, bathing at dawn, study the three Vedas, their books, wearing rough hides and matted locks and dirt when they do their sacrifices to heaven, and chanting the hymns and practicing the rules and vows and austerities. All that is hypocrisy, he says. All used to increase their worldly gains. So that will naturally make them angry. Then those Brahmin youths, angry and displeased, approached the Brahmin Lohicha and told him, this one should be Brahmana Lohicha, the holy man Brahmana. See now, sir, you should know that the ascetic Mahakachana categorically denigrates and scorns the hymns of the Brahmins. And this was said, they went back to their teacher, the Brahmin Lohicha, and complained to the Brahmin Lohicha that this Mahakachana said past disparaging remarks about Brahmins. When this was said, the Brahmin Lohicha was angry and displeased. But then it occurred to him, it is not proper for me to abuse and revile the ascetic Mahakachana solely on the basis of what I have heard from these youths. Let me approach him and inquire. Then the Brahmin Lohicha, together with those Brahmin youths, approached the Venerable Mahakachana. He exchanged greetings with the Venerable Mahakachana, and when they had concluded their greetings and cordial talk, he sat down to one side and said, Master Kachana, did a number of Brahmin youths, my students, come this way while collecting firewood? They did, Brahmin. Did Master Kachana have any conversation with them? I did have a conversation with them, Brahmin. What kind of conversation did you have with them, Master Kachana? The conversation I had with those youths was like this. Those men of old who excelled in virtue, those Brahmins who recalled the ancient rules, their sense doors guarded, well protected, dwelt having vanquished wrath within. They took delight in Dhamma and meditation, etc., etc., as before. Such was the conversation I had with those youths. And Lohicha asked, Master Kachana, you said now with sense doors unguarded. In what way, Master Kachana, is one with sense doors unguarded? And the Venerable Mahakachana said, Here, Brahmin, having seen a form with the eye, someone is intent upon a pleasing form and repelled by a displeasing form. He dwells without having set up mindfulness of the body, with a limited mind, and he does not understand as it really is that liberation by mind, liberation by wisdom, wherein those evil, unwholesome states cease without remainder. Similarly, having heard a sound, having smelled an odor, having tasted a taste, and recognized a touch and thoughts, someone is intent upon pleasing contact and repelled by a displeasing contact. He dwells without having set up mindfulness of the body, with a limited mind, and he does not understand as it really is that liberation by mind, liberation by wisdom, wherein those evil, unwholesome states cease without remainder. It is in such a way, Brahmin, that one is with sense doors unguarded. And the Brahmin said, It is wonderful, Master Kachana. It is amazing, Master Kachana, how Master Kachana has declared one whose sense doors are actually unguarded to be one with sense doors unguarded. But Master Kachana said, with sense doors guarded. In what way, Master Kachana, is one with sense doors guarded? Here, Brahmin, having seen a form with the eye, someone is not intent upon a pleasing form and not repelled by a displeasing form. He dwells, having set up mindfulness of the body, with a measureless mind, and he understands as it really is that liberation by mind, liberation by wisdom, wherein those evil, unwholesome states cease without remainder. Similarly, for sounds, smells, taste, touch, and thoughts, it is in such a way, Brahmin, that one is with sense doors guarded. It is wonderful, Master Kachana. It is amazing, Master Kachana, how Master Kachana has declared one whose sense doors are actually guarded to be one with sense doors guarded. Magnificent Master Gotama, Master Kachana, magnificent Master Kachana. The Dhamma has been made clear in many ways by Master Kachana. From today, let Master Kachana remember me as a lay follower who has gone for refuge for life. Let Master Kachana approach the Lohicha family just as he approaches the families of the lay followers in Makara Kata. The Brahmin youths and maidens there will pay homage to Master Kachana. They will stand up for him out of respect. They will offer him a seat and water, and that will lead to their welfare and happiness for a long time. It's the end of the sutta. So here, this Brahmin, he was a bit annoyed that the Venerable Mahakachana had spoken ill of Brahmins, but he came to find out actually whether this was what he said. Then Venerable Mahakachana was not shy to tell him exactly what he said. And he asked him about what he mean by sense doors unguarded and sense doors guarded. And when he heard the explanation, then he realized that this is a practicing monk. He really practices this, so he had a lot of respect. But unlike the Buddha's followers who take refuge with the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, you find here, I think, does he take refuge with the triple gem or only with the Venerable Mahakachana? Oh yeah, I took refuge with the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, and then also with the So generally, you find during the Buddha's days that the Brahmins, they were a bit jealous of the Buddha and his disciples. Not only the Brahmins, other ascetics also, because the Buddha and his disciples, they were very well respected and well supported. So the others were not so well supported and respected, so they became jealous. The next sutta is 35.133. On one occasion, the Venerable Udayi was living at Kamanda in the Brahmin Todeus mango grove. Then a Brahmin youth, a student of the Brahmin lady of the Hachani clan, approached the Venerable Udayi and greeted him. When they had concluded their greetings and cordial talk, he sat down to one side, and the Venerable Udayi instructed, exhorted, inspired, and gladdened him with the Dhamma talk. Having been instructed, exhorted, inspired, and gladdened by the Dhamma talk, the Brahmin youth rose from his seat, approached the Brahmin lady of the Hachani clan, and said to her, "See now, madam, you should know that the ascetic Udayi teaches a Dhamma that is good in the beginning, good in the middle, and good in the end. With the right meaning and phrasing, he reveals a holy life that is perfectly complete and pure." Let's stop here for a moment. So you see here, in the suttas, we find that the holy life explained by the Buddha and the Buddha's Arahant disciples is perfectly complete and pure. So the Buddha's teachings are complete and pure. So there's no need to add to the Buddha's teachings. A lot of later monks, they have added a lot of new books to the Buddha's teachings, which are not necessary, because by adding the new books, they have distorted the Buddha's teachings. And then the lady said, "In that case, young man, invite the ascetic Udayi in my name for tomorrow's meal." "Yes, madam," the youth replied. Then he went to the Venerable Udayi and said to him, "Let Master Udayi consent to accept tomorrow's meal from our revered teacher, the Brahmin lady of the Hachani clan." The Venerable Udayi consented by silence. Then when the night had passed, in the morning the Venerable Udayi dressed, took his bowl and outer robe, and went to the residence